So today, it's been so funny today because after these readings, there's always the day kind of falls into these patterns. So yesterday felt like movement forward and then deep crushing like reveals from belief systems that I had over and over and over and looping. And today I woke up and I felt like I feel very excited, and it's like something broke through after yesterday, which was really what it was telling me all along. But it's interesting because what happens is that me putting that energy out there, so I'm enjoying it because it's happening to me because I'm focusing on it. My intent is there, or is it predictive? Who knows? But today the energy is really, to me, feels like getting in touch with what pain has been making us, or yesterday even too, that pain that we have that we're unconscious of, that actually has been confusing us to know what we really wanted. And I think in a lot of cases, some of us have walked away from things we actually really wanted. We just couldn't see clearly. And so it felt today like that the energy, oh, I just saw something, is moving to really sitting with like what really does make you happy in this life. What makes you happy? What do you really want? Like, how do you want to live? Because I think we make a lot of choices where it's like, well, this opened up, this seems good or whatever, but without having like a designated, like, this is who I am and this is what I really makes me happy. And I'm not saying you can't try new things, or like, you should be open to new things that could make you happy, or different plays that you're unaware of, simply because there is hidden energy all the time within us that is actually sometimes can be rejecting what would make us happy. But it's time to really this week meditate on that, like, and feel the happiness in you. So like yesterday I went for this long walk and I could feel how happy I was. And then what did I eat? I think it was like cucumber celery juice. And oh my God, I loved it. Okay, that one wants to flip. Sorry, I'm not even talking to you, universe. Sorry, universe. The comic again. Wow, that's a cool card to come out again. It's like, I think this is just laughing at the past, honestly, because we've sat, most people, and some of you maybe not, like maybe you're still crying over the past, but today I started really laughing. I woke up like that, like almost like you've been playing this game with yourself, like it's no one else, and you just had to laugh at it because you realize, like, on some fundamental level, like it's always you all along, right? And it was funny this morning. I was sitting there and I was just laughing about it. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you sit with some pain, some hardship, some financial stuff, whatever. And then you just, every single time in life, at one point, this light bulb goes off and you're like, you start laughing and you're like, okay, I better get up again. Like you're not going to just lay down and die. I know we think that we're going to, it feels like that. And sometimes, like in life, things throw you things and you're just like, oh my God. But mostly what I've realized with those times is if you just let yourself fall apart and not be humiliated, well, feel the humiliation of it, but allow people to see you falling apart. I just love it when people trust me enough to share that with me. The womb. So we're laughing at the womb. No, it always looks like a donut to me. It's like the womb is a donut with an eye in it. I don't know. Oh, that one wants to flip. Oh, we're taking the seed. Okay. And why are we doing this? Apocalypsis. Okay, what does this feel? This just feels like these cards are totally mimicking, like the seed belongs right in the womb. Oh, well, that's... Okay, this feels like the male female, and like it really does. That's what it feels like to me, and I'm just gonna laugh about that because that's how it feels. It feels the man and the woman birthing something together. So this can be inside. Okay, I got it. This could be just something that's going between those parts of yourself, really connecting to manifest this new thing. But it's done out of fun. It's not done out of seriousness. And so today, let's look at these ways that, what would this be? Let me feel this a little bit more, because I'm excited about this. I'm very excited about this passion. Why did I say passion? I was going to say fun. Anyways, removing the veil of deception. That's why we're doing this. So it's bringing two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is the lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come to the light, an element of despair and grief follow. Absolutely. I think collectively, we've been going through that. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truths. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Okay, so this is where we're sitting. This is the birthing of a completely new cycle today. So I would say, I feel, and this is just what I'm experiencing today, so I'm super excited, is this laughing at what I have found out about myself. You know, like that, I was thinking about, because if you have any abuse in your background, you have been victimized. You have known powerlessness. You have known the freeze response, or the running or fleeing or how angry, whatever. I haven't experienced the anger that much. I'm more of a flee or freeze. So we go into sometimes this paralyzed victim state, or I don't know if anyone else has, but that broke last night. I could see where my brain keeps getting hooked over and over, not continuously, but I could see that layer, and it made me laugh so hard. Because, you know, if you look at yourself like a little kid, it's completely different. You start to laugh because, you know, if you have kids play the victim role and lay on the ground and you know, I can't do anything. You know, they're very open about their emotions and how they're feeling. And it's so comical in the moment and so cute as someone watching it. It's not like, you don't feel like, oh, I have to run away from that, or, oh, they're just feeling sorry for them. It doesn't matter. It's cute. And I think that's what came to me today, was this waking up from that part of me and laughing about it. And this is a whole new rebirth. This is the masculine, feminine balanced, being together and creating something now after the veil is broken. This could be outside of you. This could be inside you. Look for it. Yesterday, and the greatest thing, that was yesterday, that was this morning, I saw this young man, with his girlfriend, and she was all curled in such a nice, beautiful way. And it made me feel that love feeling. It's great because I love seeing people in love, because I can always feel those feelings. They just come through, and it made me feel like we were that we could laugh at the past, we can laugh at the hardships, we can, you know, give ourselves grace and each other grace and just hold each other and create something new. It's really great. King of Swords. So this is the truth and nothing but the truth. Okay, so we're going to look. Okay, how is that, universe? What are we looking for today? Oh, it's like the wheel is turning on this fight. The fight's internal. So, but we're going to look for the truth and see it from the comic's point of view. The truth from the comic's point of view. Because I love comedians because they're downright honest in this really sometimes gross kind of out there way that most people would never say. And that's the comedy I'm actually playing into. Who is it? Jordan Jensen, I think, is one of the comedians. I just love her. I love her. I'm just thinking about her makes me laugh. Okay. Ooh. I'm just going to take these because they all came. So this to me is, this is lightheartedness of looking and making fun of and playing with the pain, the suffering, all the things we've walked through. And it feels like that is what's pushing us forward. And it's like, there's like literally anything that was built from this like false perception, this is what it's feeling like, is coming to the top, is being seen and being blown up. Like it's just being blown up. But it's being blown up not in this terrible way, in this like very funny way. Like, I love this energy. It's just so not serious. It's like, oh, yeah, that's what happened. It's like, and it's not being disassociated from it. It's different. It's really knowing what happened. And it's after you've already felt all the feelings and made all the mistakes and done that. And felt the shame and the guilt and the remorse of your choices, and realizing you were blind for most of the things that you were doing because they were unconscious parts of you that were like making those decisions in the first place. And then having to, it's almost like 12-step, go apologize. But you can't just apologize. Now you have to do a whole new thing. You have to build trust with people because there's parts that were broken. But it's nobody's fault. I think this is what I'm saying. The choice was someone's fault, but the truth was you were blind and now you see, kind of thing. And so this is kind of unearthing that. And wow, I'm hot. This must be really true because I'm really, really hot. So let's look at these things that are truthful. But instead of doing this like judgment or harshness or whatever, look at it and feel it and then get this comic type of viewpoint from it, because it's such a, wow, I am hot, man. I am hot. I'm so hot. I'm melting all of a sudden. Okay. King of Swords, the comic. These two seem opposites because the King of Swords isn't often the comic. He's usually, but this is like using truth as comedy. Now this is the Emperor. So this is being in your power. This is the power of that. Being able to be like, that's taking ownership over the things you've done, ownership over being blind, and then having some fun with it. Okay, what's this Moon card? Ooh, the Hierophant. This is destined. This is destined. And what's this Seed? So we're looking for little things. So destiny to me is always weaving. It's like, it's constantly, there's themes in your life. Let's say it like that. There's themes in your life, and some are bad and some are great and whatever, but there's themes. And this is some of those themes of your life. This is one of those things where you're getting, because I don't, honestly with me, I don't look at it as like healing. I always just look at it like of unearthing, or what is it? That's not right. Like another layer falls off of you and you're like, oh, haha, I didn't see myself like that before. And you get to see this different view. Okay, so what's the seed? I'm really talky today. That made me laugh because I was dating someone, and for some reason, I don't know why some people bring that out in you, but I could not stop talking. It was so annoying to me that I couldn't stop talking. And I'm a talker anyways, but this was like over the top, that I had to put an elastic band on my wrist to make me stop. I just wanted to share absolutely everything. I mean, how annoying would that be? But it was hilarious because that's how much I cared about him, that I actually put the elastic on, because I thought, from my perspective, I would be like, if someone's talking this much, I'd be like, dude, please stop talking. Oh, this is the justice. So the two coming together is like always meant to. This is the balance, masculine, feminine coming together after a journey, that's for sure. Oh, and the Ace of Wands. This is like a new start of passion. Oh, from the past. I don't look, okay, so I don't believe that people can, no, what's my words? If I'm talking to myself, if I'm talking to other people, it's a little bit different, but there's never been a relationship that I wanted to come back to me, because I realized as soon as that relationship breaks, what you're remembering or wants to come back to you isn't who they are after, like, it could be a month. They're not even the same person. You don't know them anymore. So when I see this thing of the past, if someone from your past ever did come back, you have to get to re-know them like you never knew them before, because they're different people now. We don't stay the same, and you're different. So this to me feels more like a child growing up to like a person growing from child to adult and balancing their own energy and really seeing all the ways they've been unconscious, going through the pain of actually doing that and sitting with that and feeling remorse and putting yourself in other people's shoes and going through that whole part, because you have to do that whole part, making amends, choosing the people that you can commit to, and then start a new plan forward, showing your commitment, because it's really important. We have to show each other how committed we are, actually. I have failed at that many times, so I'm not, but that is, you have to have a plan of commitment, what that means to you. And then laughing about all of these things. Like, this is once you've done that work, you can laugh about it. Then you find the balance, and then a new passion comes. And this, to me, like, it can be a person, it could be, but it could be work or passion and awe of life. Like, okay, is there anything else? Woo! Clarity. Clarity. Oh. It's success over this devil energy. But see, for me, the devil energy, it can be these really dark things, but usually it's the subtle things that get us. It's not like, these are the subtle things. So today, look at the subtle ways that you're beating yourself up, that you're not believing you can do it, that you have lack, no clarity, confusion, believing that people are, like, whatever that is, those subtly kind of weird energies are the ones that actually over time, it's like yeast in bread. It goes through everything. It's so tiny, but it goes through everything. So that's watching that, catching it, and having clarity will make you successful. And laughing at the fact that you'd even believe that in the first place is what that feels like. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So that's, I love it. I love it when it like zooms back. Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. So I guess this is like, you did the work yesterday. So now today, what we're looking for is again, that balance, like laughing at the things that you did. And because you felt the pain and suffering, you took the accountability, you took the responsibility, you understand, and now you're moving forward. And I have to say, yesterday I had such a beautiful day at the end of the day with like my closest friends all being so like loving in messages and connective, and new opportunities came, and I felt so excited for my future and playing and having fun with people I love. And it was so good because there's been some like, this summer there's been a lot of good, but a lot of dense energy that I had to work through, and which is always true when you're dealing with things from your past. Like if you're dealing with family and you really want to love each other, that you have to let all the past go continuously, but you also have to make a new path forward with small steps and lots of love and lots of compassion and lots of truth and lots of clarity. And that can be hard because sometimes we want to hang on to shit. We want the other person to feel bad for how they treated us, and not realizing we also are doing that to other people. And we want people to forgive us. We're just not so sure we want to forgive the people who hurt us. Yeah, so it's the ending of all that story. So let's look today. Again, our thoughts, and having that comic today and everything. When you look around, when you want to judge someone, when something's starting to piss you off, and looking for those kind of connections that you can laugh at and go, yeah, that is who I am, and have a good laugh at it. And be in the power position. Like, yeah, that's who I am. I own it. And let other people own it too. Let other people own who they are. Don't try and add anything or take anything away. Okay, what is this? Fame. Oh, fame is a spiritual drug. It is often a byproduct of our artistic work, but like nuclear waste, it can be a very dangerous byproduct. Fame. I don't even know how that fits today, because I'm definitely not famous and I don't know anyone. I don't know that energy. I guess that's be protected. Watch that you don't fall for that. Anything else? I just want things to watch for. Fame. I'm like, how does that fit? I guess just being aware that if you do really good at something and you gain fame for something, stay humble. The thing is, anything that we do really has nothing to do with us. We're just playing with energy, and a lot of what we get in our life is to do with personality, with how we grew up, with flexibility, with being able to see the opportunities. And a lot of it's genetic based, I'm sure, and where you grew up and how you grew up. And there's so many factors. So when I see people who are famous, it's not that I don't think they worked for it. It's that I think that they were predisposed through personality, through genetics, through whatever that is, to find through connections, through what they were willing to do for that. Like a lot of times someone can be greatly talented. They're just not willing to do anything for it. And some people are willing to do whatever it takes. So when I see famous people, I rarely remember their names, to be honest, because I just feel like unless I knew them personally, there'd be no point. I don't know who you are. I mean, I see versions of you that are just, they're not you. And I think that realizing what fame actually is a huge thing. Okay, if that made any sense, because I'm just yakking. Creativity, like human life, begins in darkness. Okay, this is the womb. It is true that some of these flashes may be blinding. It is, however, also true that such bright ideas are preceded by a gestation period that is interior, murky, and completely necessary. It's true. That's like it takes 9 full months for a baby to be born. So whatever ideas that you have today, write them down and like do this frequently. I'm talking to myself, but do that so that in 9 months from now, like give yourself a due date. It's like 9 months from now, the due date is this. This is what I'm actually intending, and these are the steps I'm going to move towards. And see what happens in 9 months from now. I've seen this in my life over and over. I mean, partly because I had 6 kids. And, you know, that's part of that thing. By the last one, I was like, too soon, too soon. When they were like, you know, the first child that you have, you're counting the days, like Xing the days. You're so excited. And if you have a lot of children, by the last one, you're actually, you can stay in there for another month if you want to. I'm not quite ready yet. So it's funny how like different seasons of your life, I don't know why I'm saying that, but different seasons of your life definitely give you different perspective, different desires, different whatever. So this is, you're going in, this is the start today of a gestation period, which means you're due next June. And, oh, wow, okay, that's great. Anyways, that's nothing. Thank you, universe. I can't wait to play with you today. I want things, I'm going to look for things to laugh at, things, new desires. And let's look for little things that tweak that comedy that we can laugh at today. Yeah, thank you. I'm so excited.